This is a very naughty question.
Welcome aboard to the Oceaneers Podcast, your destination for all things travel. From Disney and Universal to beaches and cruising. It's a great, big, beautiful world out there. Let's get going.
Hello and welcome to the Oceaneers Podcast. Back this week, it's Caribbean Chuck. Sitting here with my wonderful partner, Roller Coaster Robin, Relaxing Robin.
Yes, Relaxing Robin. Relaxing Robin and Caribbean Chuck.
What's going on, Robin?
Oh, you know, just hanging out, watching it rain. You know,
Here comes the rain.
the usual. It's done nothing but rain this week.
Yes, no sunny weather.
That's okay.
No
We
swimming.
We needed the rain.
Yeah, but I wanted to swim this week.
I did too, but hey, you can't have everything you want. You get what you get, and you don't pitch a fit.
Yeah, we got one swimming day this week, and that was it.
Yeah.
That was it.
Wah, wah, wah.
Nope.
You
We're not doing that this week.
You gotta be on it
All
with
right.
You gotta be on it with the effects, Charles.
Yeah, I need to work on that.
Caribbean Chuck. So how have y'all been this week? They can't answer me, can they?
No, they can't answer you.
Dang it.
They can hear you. They can't speak to you.
Well, I hope that somewhere someone is saying, you know, Robin, it was a great week, or it could have been better.
I mean, I guess we could do call-ins. Anybody want to call in? We can have a guest,
yeah.
and then you can ask them questions, and then they can answer.
Then they can answer.
Right now, they can't really
They
do that
Can't really.
unless you're psychic and somebody speaking to you, somebody telling you that no, we're not really that good, or hey, we're great.
Yeah, I think so.
What am I going to do with you?
I have no idea. You haven't figured that out in 17 years. So.
See what I got to deal with out here, people. It's crazy. It's this all the time. and wanting to book a vacation every time I speak with her. You know where we should go?
Yes.
You know what we should do?
That's what happens when you're in my brain.
Yes. And how many vacations do we have booked now?
Oh, like 8 through 2025.
Seriously, how many vacations do we have booked right now?
Like, gosh,
6, I think.
6, I think. Let's see. We've got Disney this November for Thanksgiving, Icon of the Seas in January,
The big one.
Allure of the Seas in June, Disneyland next November, and a Disney cruise in March of 2025. So,
And that's just what you have booked right now.
well, yeah. So, definitely a lot on the horizon for us over here.
And I'm sure you're going to add to that.
Well, that's the hope, because I've got a bucket list. I've got a list of things I want to check off.
Is that bucket not empty?
Never.
All right, Robin. So, with that all being said, all the vacation planning that you have in effect,
Yes, it's wonderful.
do we have a deal of the week for anyone else this week, Robin?
Someone else that might want to book a vacation?
Not you.
Well, maybe
You're-
I'll book this one too.
No, you will not.
Okay.
But this is open to other people if anybody else has
Let's-
a deal of the week.
Let's get it.
It's time for the deal.
All right, Robin, what is our deal this week?
Well, our deal of the week this week is going to be at Walt Disney World in Orlando. I figured I've done a few cruises here and there, so I thought I might as well get us a park and stay in Walt Disney World. So my deal of the week, excuse me, for this week is 4 nights at an all-star resort in September. 4 days of theme park admission at one park per day. This is for 2 adults and 2 kids under 10. The total price for this package is $2,652.30.
That's a low price. That is a low price.
Yeah, it's pretty affordable. When you think about, staying on park, having Disney transportation, having the ability to go to every single park. Now, this is just one park per day, but there is definitely a lot to do in each park.
All right, so what else can you do to make this deal even better, Robin? Is there anything we can do to sweeten this deal for anybody out there?
Oh, of course, we can add a little sweetener on top. If you book Disney with me now through the end of 2023, we're going to give you a $25 Disney gift card on us to use on your vacation.
Well, that is fantastic. So it just got better, right? Give you a little spending coin, little merchandise, little ear money.
Yes, a little. It'll buy a half a pair of ears.
Half a pair of ears.
Get one ear.
Which a lot of people don't know that's how your name came about, is because it's collect Mickey ears.
It's my two loves, the ocean and Disney. And so I combined that to make ocean ears.
So you're trying to share those ears with other people by giving them a gift card.
Yes, give them a gift card, have a drink, have a Mickey ice cream bar and a soda on me. And I want you to experience the Disney magic.
So that's between now and the end of the year if you book this through Robin, or any Disney trip, not just this deal, but any Disney trip through the end of the year.
Absolutely. If you book any Disney trip between now and the end of 2023, I will give you a $25 Disney gift card.
And you will get that gift card when? Before you go?
Before you go. So you can spend it on your trip.
Well, there you go. That's fantastic. All right,
Yes.
so do we have news this week?
Of course we have news.
Well, let's get into the news.
Let's get it.
And now, the news.
Woohoo, the news. Well, the news is going to stay at Disney at first for this week. We got big news out of Disney with Genie Plus. Genie Plus is changing, or has changed by the time you hear this. On June 27th, everyone that visits will notice a difference in the way Genie Plus is purchased. Instead of having a one set fee for every park, they are now going to split that up, and you will purchase it based on what park you're going to visit. So they will offer different pricing based on all 4 of the parks. And there will be a version for park hoppers as well, based on availability. So you will notice now that surge pricing is very much in effect. So if you are visiting Disney World on a peak crowd day, you might be paying $35 for this Genie Plus. So now, if you are visiting, say, Animal Kingdom, and it's a peak day, you might only pay $17. Those at Magic Kingdom might pay $35. So it's definitely going to be a little bit different, something you might want to take into account. I think they noticed that a lot of people that were going to, say, Animal Kingdom and Epcot didn't really have to use Genie Plus as much. And so a lot of people were not purchasing it, especially at the higher price. So they're trying to capitalize on some of those people that are on the fence that thought maybe, if it was just a little cheaper, I might purchase it at some of these other parks. So I definitely think it's a money conscious venture for them. So what do you think, Charles?
One thing I don't understand about Disney, and I'm a huge Disney fan, love Disney parks, they missed the boat on their Genie Plus Fast Passes. Universal's is so much better in just the simplicity of use.
Yes, you basically need a doctorate level degree to understand Genie Plus.
Especially for first timers. I mean, if you've been there multiple times, sure, you can figure it out. But a lot of people don't go every year.
No. And that first timer, you're definitely going to be like, whoa, what's going on? When can I book? What can I book? How am I supposed to do this? Because it's a lot. It's a lot even for someone like us that go a lot.
And that's a downside, because at Universal, you buy the pass and you're good to go.
Absolutely. And
at Disney, you have to stay on your phone.
You do. You have to stay on your phone. And you can only go on one attraction at a time for the Genie Plus. You can't book the same attraction more than once.
And for people like me who absolutely hate phones, I hate cell phones. I hate being on my cell phones, especially on vacation.
Yeah.
It's a nightmare.
It can be. I mean, because you really do have to constantly be checking and refreshing and trying to load up the next pass or modify your current pass. I mean, it's...
So if you're Disney, why don't you just simplify the whole process? Up the price of Genie Plus to $99. You buy it. It covers all your rides. You don't have to buy the specialty rides or anything on top of it. You can ride every ride in the park one time for one price.
And
And a fast pass line.
and limit how many people can buy it.
And limit how many people can buy it per day.
Yeah.
Seems like they would make just as much money because they would be upping the price and simplifying it to where you don't have to stay on your phone all day.
Makes sense to me. I would be for that. And I think there are some other kinks that they're trying to work out. They're trying to make it to where you can plan it ahead of time, not necessarily the day of, because you have to purchase Genie Plus now the day that you're visiting the park, and it can sell out. So on peak days, that means you're going to have to be up at midnight to
Yeah, I don't like that
purchase
either.
Genie Plus, and then you're going to have to get up again before 7 a.m. to make those first Lightning Lane and individual Lightning Lane purchases.
That should be available when you first book your trip to where you can buy that as part of your ticket on the time you buy your ticket.
It used to be.
It should be.
When it very first rolled out, but then they changed everything.
So Disney, we're taking something simple and really overcomplicating it. So if you're listening, Disney, get your stuff together.
I'm sure they're listening.
They will be. I'm going to write a letter.
I'm going to write a letter, a strongly worded letter.
Disney is fantastic at almost everything they do. This is one area where they do fall short.
I definitely think they could do things a whole lot better.
Of course, they did have all that issue with changing CEOs. The last CEO was apparently a nightmare. The new one is we don't get political here, but the new one seems to be getting the ship righted. It seems to be slowly but surely.
Yeah.
So maybe we're headed that way.
We shall see. Only time will tell.
All right. Do we have any other news stories?
Yeah, I wanted to quickly mention, because this kind of directly ties into our main story and focus for the week. But you may have heard that the Port of Miami was closed earlier on Sunday, actually. They had a deadly boating accident that happened somewhere near the port. So this
Not involving a cruise ship.
This did not involve a cruise ship. But what did happen is Sunday is a huge turnaround day for your week-long cruises. Typically, your week-long cruises will come and leave on Sunday or Saturday. So that being said, it left 3 major cruise ships stranded just outside the port. This left 15,000-ish passengers just in limbo. So no one could get off. And also the people that were waiting to get on the ship could not come to the port. They were told to just wait in place, for several hours before they were allowed to even come to the port. So sadly, you had people running around trying to figure out what to do. They had to be out of their hotel rooms at a certain time. They had no port to go to, no ship to get on. So that created a little bit of a headache there. Also, the folks that were on the ship then had to worry about their travel arrangements. Did they have flights that needed to be rebooked? Or were they going to miss, this connection or what? Did they have to find hotels to stay at now? So there was a lot of things that definitely kind of went awry there on Sunday in Port of Miami.
Was anyone hurt in this? Have you heard? Or
Yeah, there apparently was one fatality reported in this unfortunate boating accident. It seemed that a ferry and a passenger boat was involved. So I'm not sure exactly what happened, but definitely sad.
And these type of things do happen. This happens when you're on vacation. Life goes on. Things can happen that doesn't always go to plan.
Absolutely.
Which ties into our main story this week.
5 reasons you should hire a travel agent. Hire. That's my East Tennessee twang coming out.
So
Hire a travel agent.
there are multiple reasons why you should hire a travel agent. Number 1, it doesn't cost anything for a customer.
No, not
client.
typically, especially for Disney or for cruising or on most vacations, we get paid by the entity you're booking. So there is no direct fee.
No surcharges, no
to
anything
you.
added on.
Nope.
It all comes directly from Disney or from one of the cruise lines.
Yes, my price is the same price you'll be able to find. So
just say that you were on this cruise ship. There was a terrible accident, unfortunate situation. These people missed their flight.
Yes, instead of panicking and wondering what was going to happen, all you need to do is pick up the phone, message, or call your travel agent and 100% let them handle it, because a good travel agent will be able to take care of you in these situations.
They have special phone numbers, special contacts where they can get in touch with the cruise lines or in touch with Disney, whatever needs to happen to
Yes.
ensure that this problem is resolved in a timely manner.
We will stay on the phone for however many hours it takes to get you taken care of while you go enjoy the pool.
Yeah, well, you don't have to worry. You send one message, they work on it for you and text you when there's a solution.
Yes, and you just sit back, and I'm sure there's still some, butterflies and nervousness that go along with travel delays and interruptions, but still, you don't have to really worry about it. You go have a meal, go to the pool, and let your travel agent take care of it.
And you can also text a travel agent. Good luck with Costco. Try texting Costco and see how that works out for you.
Yeah.
Try, texting some of these clubs that do sell some cruises, and sometimes you can get a better price through a Costco or things like that.
Yes, but in these situations, there's no one to get a hold of to help you. You're on your own, because Costco doesn't employ travel agents. They employ employees that book travel for you. So they're paying them a set price, and then they don't have to give out the commissions. So they take that commission and they're able to lower the price for you. But then there's no one to help you plan or to look out for you or anything in these situations.
Exactly. By no means am I bad-mouthing Costco here. Costco is a good company. It's just this isn't something that's in their best interest to do. Costco is in the business of selling memberships. That's their business model. They make their money off the memberships.
Yes, and if they can entice you by giving you a $50 rebate on your cruise, well, you've already paid $100 for your membership. So they really aren't giving you anything at all. You've already paid for that.
They're trying to lock you in with the membership to be in a captive audience. You feel like you paid for the membership, you need to go to Costco. That's how they make their money. This is just another tool to get you into their store or on their phone to renew your membership to continue to make money, which is not a bad thing. That's their business model.
Yes.
But you're not going to get the benefits of a travel agent with a Costco. And really, you're not getting a better price. They are just taking the commissions that they receive and applying it back to
your booking.
your booking. They're really giving you the same price that you would get from a travel agent. They're just not taking their commission.
Yes, they're paying their employees a set hourly rate.
Which they're going to pay regardless.
Correct. And then they take that extra whatever and lower the price for you a little bit, which if you want to use Costco, I'm not saying don't use Costco. Just in these situations, be prepared to handle things yourself.
Yeah, that there's not that extra layer of service. You're not going to be able to text Costco from a boat sitting off the shore.
Ship, Charles.
Well,
Ship.
okay. Boat, ship, whatever. You're not going to be able to text Costco is the point here and expect to get a response on a Sunday afternoon.
True that. So
Where?
why should you book a travel with a travel agent? One, they're going to save you a ton of time on planning. Most of the time, when you first decide that you want to go on vacation, what do you know? You know exactly maybe where you want to go, and that's it. Maybe a budget. Your travel agent can take that information and run with it and do all of the planning for you and give you plenty of ideas on what would work best. So if you say, hey, I want to go to the Caribbean, I definitely would like to cruise. I want to go in May and I want to spend $3,500. Well, you give that to your travel agent. Within a day or so, she's going to have you many quotes in front of you to make your decisions or to give you ideas. She's going to tell you where the best places are to go, what the best cruise ship is, what the best rooms are, and it cuts out that time for you to get on the internet and look all this stuff up yourself.
Also, travel agents travel. They've been on a lot of ships. They've been on, I'm not saying that they've been on every single ship in the entire fleet, but you've been on an Oasis class ship. You know certain things that you can point them out, like, hey, got to try the pizza here, or hey, go get the roast beef sandwich at Central Park. They can give you little tips and pointers of things that you wouldn't know if you've not been on that particular class of ship. They can point you in that direction.
Yes, they're definitely going to have a better understanding of what it is that you're looking for and what the product has available.
Just like Genie Plus we were talking about. They can tell you little tips and tricks of how to get the most out of a Genie Plus
Absolutely.
And that's free. That they're not charging you an extra commission to teach you this.
No, that just is something that their knowledge that you have availability to their brain of what they know to be able to use that.
So you're traveling with someone, even if you're not traveling with someone.
There you go. And hey, if you're in the middle of the park or in the middle of wherever and you are panicking, you've got a question, call your travel agent. They'll more than happy be able to answer it.
Or text.
Yeah, text.
Text is easy. Everybody does text. Costco doesn't.
And to caveat off of that, you always have someone in your back pocket. You always have that person that you can call on if you run into trouble.
Yeah, just like we were saying earlier, those people, the ones who had travel agents, didn't worry as much.
Absolutely. My services are always 100% free.
Yes, you're not just with them up through the booking. You are with them up through the entire trip.
Yes, I am with you from the time you book to the time you leave to the time you return. I am here. And after that, I want to know how it went. I want to know what you liked, what you didn't like. What
We would love to have some of you come on the show and give us your opinions of this particular trip. We're open to call-ins. If anybody wants to call in and tell us how one of their trips that they booked through us went, or trip that they didn't book through us went, we would love to hear how your trip went so you can give other people feedback. That's what this whole thing is about helping people vacation the best way that they can.
Absolutely. We want everyone that chooses to vacation to get the most out of it because, I mean,
Whether
honestly,
you're with us or not.
Your vacation is what you make it. The more information that you have before you get into it will make it, better for you.
Another reason to use a travel agent is if you're booked with Costco and that price of that vacation goes down, unless you're monitoring that yourself, you're not going to get anything back most of the time.
Correct. But if you use someone like me, I have access to be able to see those discounts in real time. So if something new is coming down the pike, I can be ready to reprice your vacation at that moment.
So you could actually get money back.
You could get money back. You could end up not owing as much on your final payment. Sometimes cruise line will issue the difference in onboard credit. It just, lots of things depend on what time and that type of thing. But I'm constantly monitoring my clients' bookings and their prices to see what I can save them. Because if I save you money, you're going to tell your friends that I saved you money.
And you do not get this with a discount brokerage. You do not get this if you don't use a travel agent.
Correct. And
you can monitor it yourself.
Yes, I was going to say that. You can monitor it yourself, but you don't want to be on that site every single day.
No, you have somebody else who does it for you. You book, you're done. You're not going to pay any more, but you might pay less.
Yeah. Imagine waking up to an email from your travel agent that said, "Hey, I saved you $500 on your cruise next month."
Costco's not going to do that.
No.
They've already got your membership. They're done with you.
Yes, and that goes, into the discounts. Cruise lines, Disney, all-inclusives, they all have discounts out there that you may not see that, I can access or I can apply to your bookings. Sometimes it doesn't save you money. Sometimes it saves you hundreds or thousands of dollars. A lot of them usually have stipulations on when you can travel or how you travel. But still, no one's going to be able to look at that unless you have a travel agent. Unless you have someone doing these things for you.
So, moral of the story?
Use a travel agent.
What's the last reason and most valuable reason to use a travel agent?
So you can enjoy your vacation and not worry. I want you to go on vacation and not think about the what ifs, the this or that. Enjoy your vacation. If something comes up, let me know. And I'll take care of you.
Bottom line, if you can go home and clean your own house, but if somebody came and said, "Hey, I'll clean your house for free," which is basically what a travel agent is doing for you.
Where are they? Come now.
The travel agent is working for you for free.
Yes.
You do not pay a travel agent.
No. Travel agents get paid by the entity you book with. So there's nothing that you have to pay up front.
So why go online and book all this yourself and have to worry about monitoring the price or finding a better discount or, hey, what if something goes wrong, when you can simply let your travel agent do it for you? And it doesn't cost you a dime.
I know. Imagine that.
So those are the reasons to use a travel agent or a travel consultant. Use someone, even if it's not us, use a
Yes.
travel agent.
You know, reach out to your friends. They might have someone they recommend, but if you don't have anyone, we would love to help you with that.
I've got one more reason for you.
What's that, Charles? Caribbean Chuck?
The last reason to use a travel agent is your travel agents are local in your community. They are small businesses in your community. If you book through an Expedia or a Costco, all that money is just going to corporations, large corporations. If you book through somebody that's in your neighborhood, somebody that a friend of a friend of a friend knows, that money's staying in your neighborhood. It's staying in your local communities. Support your small businesses.
That's a good reason. That's a very good reason. You know, we started this because it's a passion of mine. I love to travel. I love Disney. I love cruises. And I was giving out all this information already. And so one day I just said, I should look into getting licensed as a travel agent because I'm already providing the services. I'm just not reaping any of the rewards.
And still not costing anybody anything.
Yeah. So, yeah,
It's hard to
definitely.
beat free.
It is hard to beat free, and my services are 100% free.
Free to you.
Free to you.
Okay. So, as always, book a travel agent. Whether it's us or someone else, use a travel agent.
Yes, definitely.
All right, Robin. So, that's the end of our rant for this week.
Woohoo!
So, we had some trivia last week, Robin.
We did have trivia.
What was the trivia question last week?
The trivia question last week was, what is the one ride that is at all Disney parks around the world?
I said the ticket counter.
You said the ticket counter, and that's not an attraction.
Okay. So, I was wrong again.
You were wrong.
I see a pattern developing here.
So we
Can
actually
I be right sometime?
No,
Okay, cool.
ladies. Does your husband ever write?
Sounds really familiar.
We'll have to do another podcast on that. But anyway,
That's a whole different show.
so the answer to last week's trivia question was Dumbo.
Dumbo, the flying elephants.
Dumbo the Flying Elephants exist at every Disney park around the world.
Just your basic flying ride. But
Yes.
For some reason, Dumbo seems different.
Oh, could you? I mean, it's quintessential Disney. Dumbo, the Dumbo Flying Elephants. And honestly, if you look across the other parks, you've got Triceratops Spin, same thing. Aladdin,
But Dumbo feels different.
but Dumbo, I feel like I have to go on because it's Dumbo.
Yeah, it just has a different vibe.
It does, but it does exist across every park.
Every castle park has a Dumbo.
Every Disney park has a Dumbo.
Well, that's fantastic. How many people got it right?
We actually had 14 people get it right this week.
14 people got it right.
Yes, out of
And I got it wrong.
20 something that participated.
And how many got it wrong?
Like 8.
Plus me.
Bless you.
What do we do here?
I don't know.
Do you have a trivia question? Because I've got one.
Okay.
All right, let's go to trivia.
It's time for trivia at Ocean Ears. Trivia. It's time for trivia. Wow!
That is so fantastic. I just want to play that over and over.
I chuckle every time I hear it because I remember how many takes it took me to make that.
And that was the end result.
It's like 140.
140 takes, and that was the best one.
That was the best one. All right, friends, we're going to let Charles do the trivia this week.
All right, my trivia is going to be a little bit different. This is not going to be multiple choice trivia this week. This is going to be write-in trivia, so you actually have to write in the answer. So, when you go on a ship, not just a cruise ship, any kind of ship, they measure their speed in knots. K-N-O-T-S. Not miles per hour, but knots.
Knots.
Does anybody know where this term originated from?
Ooh.
Ooh.
I don't have any snappy comebacks like you have.
Trivia. Knowledge. Dropping some knowledge on you this week. So if anybody out there knows, no cheating, no looking it up, where did the term knots originate as determining speed for nautical endeavors?
Ooh, nautical.
Nautical.
This is a very naughty
a
question.
nautical question. Where did the term knots originate in determining speed for nautical vessels?
Let's see.
Do you
It
have an
wasn't.
idea?
It wasn't from Don Knotts, was it?
Yes, that's it. It's over.
Was it Barney?
Damn, that was a really bad trivia question. You got it that quick. Barney Fife. There you go. That is the answer. It was Barney Fife. No, Robin, you're wrong.
I tried to come up with something
That
clever
feels so good.
to say I'm wrong.
Yeah,
Oh, heavens.
I really enjoyed that. So anyway, if you know the answer to this without cheating,
Please
leave it in the comments.
leave it in the comments.
And we will have the answer next week.
Yes, we will.
What else do we got?
That's it. Friends, it's been wonderful. We're glad you're here with us. We'll see you next week on the next podcast.
Don't forget to like and subscribe on our YouTube channel. Like and subscribe to this podcast. Leave any comments, questions. Go ahead and smash the button on Apple there and leave the 5-star review. That helps us tremendously. Thank you, everyone. Visit oceaneerstravel.com for all your travel needs.
We'll see you next time. Bye. This has been Oceaneers, the podcast. Thank you for listening. Don't forget to like and subscribe before you leave. Visit us on our socials at Oceaneers Travel and on the web at oceaneerstravel.com. Until next time, friends, it's been magical.